You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark. As we guys know, a lot of these WNBA teams around the league are having to take measures to get ready for the impending demand, crowd, and they're trying to figure out in certain places, hey, we can't accommodate the demand. And that is what Caitlin Clark is doing to this league. She has moved the gas gauge. She has broken the needle off versus these other players and what it is they've been able to not do for this league. People are actually seeing when you get a big name, a big brand, and I contend her brand, at least right now, is bigger than the entire league altogether. I mean, come on, let's be honest. She comes in, biggest ratings in 23 years, selling out all of these arenas, particularly road games, and the demand for people to want to see her play around the country. And look, she's only going to have a few of those high turnover games like she had the other day. She still scored 20 points in her debut. I mean, it's still, if you just take a step back and go, wow, she came in and dropped 20. I mean, right off the bat. As long as she performs, as long as she's a star, she's going to continue to move the needle, and teams like the Atlanta Dream are going to have to figure out a way to accommodate the ticket demand, and that's exactly what we've got going on here. Another team having to do something to accommodate the ticket demand that they're getting for a Caitlin Clark game. The Dream announced Thursday that the WNBA team's 2 home games against the Indiana Fever will be played at State Farm Arena. The games will be played June 21st and August 26th. In the much bigger State Farm Arena, the Dream play home games in the 3,500-seat Gateway Center Arena. Is that Gateway Computers? Are they even still a thing? I didn't know that. Quote, the Atlanta Dream fans are the best in the WNBA. Dream president and COO Morgan Shaw Parker said in a statement, 3 names, quote, the passion and excitement led us to the most sellouts in the league over the last 2 years and has created a demand for tickets that far outpaces the supply inside our current arena, which is why we wanted to find a way to give more fans access to experience these 2 games. We're thrilled to work with the State Farm Arena and the Atlanta Hawks to create a truly special environment. Hold on a minute. This is hilarious. This is exactly what this league has done forever. When they start, the media loves to do this with this league. Did you hear her statement? The most sellouts in the league over the last 2 years. You play an arena that's 3,500 seats. I mean, come on. Even when you're selling that place out, it's not a feat. It's 3,500 seats. Look, if you played in a 12,000-seat arena or 15,000-seat arena and you said, we have the most sellouts, okay, that's a victory lap you can take. 3,500 seats? Guys, that's why we got this channel, all right, to sift through the BS. And that's bogus. That is totally bogus, the most sellouts. Yeah, you can say most sellouts because you're playing in a rinky-dinky little arena. Stop it. I mean, there's high school gyms here in East Texas that can accommodate more fans than that. I mean, honestly. Clark, who led Iowa to back-to-back national championship appearances, has elevated national interest in women's basketball. She was the number 1 overall pick. We know that. State Farm Arena, which seats more than 17,000 for basketball, will give the Dream an opportunity to play in front of a record-setting home crowd. The largest attendance for the Dream occurred in 2008 as 11,609 fans filled the Phillips Arena for the team's first game against the Detroit Shock, which is now the Dallas Wings. So the most fans they've ever gotten at a game is 11,609. I've got a sneaking suspicion that Caitlin Clark's going to blow past that record in Atlanta. Maybe not, but I've got a feeling they probably will. Wow, really, the most sellouts. That's hilarious. All Dream ticket holders will have their Fever tickets transferred to a comparable location within the lower level of State Farm Arena. Fans who purchase single-game tickets to the Fever games will have their initial purchase refunded and given exclusive access to a pre-sale Tuesday to purchase tickets. We are excited to welcome our loyal Dream fan base along with new fans to State Farm Arena. Well, Dream coach Tanisha Wright said in a statement, look, at least she's got the right attitude about this. We welcome our current fans, which is 3,500, and our new fans. At least you're welcoming in new fans instead of spraying all this hate and this vitriol that's coming out from some of your players that can't handle it, that somebody's actually, moving the needle now that they're in the league, and you guys couldn't. My goodness. So tonight is the New York Liberty, and Caitlin Clark has made some comments. It's going to be, this is in Indiana. This is a home game. So it's about Caitlin Clark. This is about the future of the WNBA. And it now doubles as a rare night where Clark will be tasked with preventing her previous game struggles from materializing again. Quote, I think anytime you have a home opener and have the support that we've had, like our preseason game was tremendous, now that we get to do it for real, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Clark said Tuesday, it's going to be loud. We're going to need to use the environment to our advantage, and I think just learn and move on and get ready to play and embrace it and enjoy it because it is special too. You know something we didn't bring up about those ratings? The Indiana Pacers were playing at the same time as that game the other night. If they're not on, how big is those ratings really? Another million viewers maybe? 1.5 million viewers? Makes you wonder. The Fever tasted what the environment could resemble during their home preseason game when 13,028 fans attended and shattered the organization's previous record. That was a preseason game. I think they averaged 4,000, some little over 4,000 fans, something like that. And when they faced the Sun, the team sold 8,910 tickets for their first home opener sellout since 2003. So she's already done that in Connecticut. It's interesting. Here's Breanna Stewart. We have a team that has some new players in this league, but we have a lot of vets and have a lot of experience. Liberty forward Breanna Stewart said Tuesday, I think that's going to be a big game. It's going to be their home opener, and we'll treat it like that. But we're going to be focused on ourselves. And we've got to remember something. Caitlin Clark, especially in this first round of games, this first time through the league, right? And then they'll come back around. They'll play more games again versus these teams. She's going to get everybody's best shot. Because it feels like an entire league, outside of her teammates, who I give her teammates credit, they seem to love her. But she's going to get every team's most vindictive shots. They can't stand her. They're jealous of her. And so they're going to take shots at her in every game. There was a couple of shots the other night I didn't like when they fouled her. I'm just saying they're going to get very physical with her. And they've got some real venom. These women got real venom towards Caitlin Clark. It's a shame because look, she's going to make you a ton of money. Look what's happening. You got the Atlanta Dream having to move stadiums so they can get an extra 14,000 seats. That's revenue, which equals more money. That's why you're not making any, because there is no revenue. Jesus, capitalism 101, folks. Really? Tell me what you think, folks. I'll be watching tonight. The WNBA. I'll be watching another WNBA game. What the bleep? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.